Okay, y'all, it's a little after 5. We're going to get started. We may still have others joining us and maybe having technical difficulties logging in, but Kim Goss will speak to us tonight on getting support and how important that is. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Kim.
Okay. Hey everybody, can you hear me good? I'm not breaking up.
We can hear
Sound
you.
clear to me.
Okay. So tonight our session is going to focus on support and how to get that support. But first, let's check from last week. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, comments?
I like your pictures of the support animals because they can be a big help. You may periodically hear Maggie Marie bark.
Those are not big ones, but that is my big golden. Did anybody have success with their action plan last week?
I did. I just continued to increase my activity time and have worked on reducing some more of my calories to get back on track. I think I've kind of hit that plateau area.
Okay, great. Yes, that's tough when you get to the spot. Yes. Okay, I'm going to get started. So tonight we're talking about support. Getting support for your healthy lifestyle. It can help prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Support is vital through the tough phases of the change process. We have to work to design our environments to support that change if we want to be successful. We also need to choose relationships that meet the needs of both people. One that's going to give and the other that's going to receive the support. So who supports you? Anybody, somebody is supporting them?
Family.
Friends, coworkers, physicians.
Family.
Okay, I think probably you're right. That's where most of us are going to get our support, is our family. They can also be the biggest problem. But professionals, there's another place, and also groups and classes and clubs in the community. So I want to read you Jim's story. Jim is at risk for type 2 diabetes. He's made changes in eating fitness habits, but he doesn't always get the support he needs from his family, friends, and coworkers. At home, his kids complain about missing their favorite foods, like pizza and ice cream. His wife resents the time Jim spends working out instead of being with the family. His mom keeps telling him he's just fine the way he is, and some of his coworkers always put out candy. Jim asks his family, friends, and coworkers to support his healthy lifestyle. Today, his kids almost never complain about the meals. His wife no longer resents Jim for spending time away from the family to work out. In fact, the two of them go out dancing sometimes, and the whole family plays soccer or tag after dinner. Jim's mom now praises him for changing his lifestyle. She's thinking about changing hers too, and his coworkers have stopped putting out candy. Jim has also joined an online health community. He and the other members share tips and cheer each other on. Right now, meeting to see if he can take the most steps each week. So, how do our friends and family and coworkers hinder our healthy lifestyle? Can anybody give an example? You know, like say in Jim's case, but in yours, how somebody's hindering you?
My daughter cooking sweets.
Yes, Easter has been a big hit around here. So I like this quote from Bob Harper. He says, "You need a good support system when you're trying to make positive lifestyle changes. If everyone is eating burgers and fries while you're having fish and salad, it's easy to lose your willpower. So
In the
how do we
chat,
go
we have a
forward?
couple of comments that their family will babysit her children while she goes to exercise. And so that's helpful because she has young children. And then sometimes it can not be good in that sometimes there's junk food in the house that the children want and expect, and that can be a temptation.
Yes. How do we get support? What are things that you can do? So we can start by sharing information about type 2 diabetes and how to prevent it. Tell your support system why you're trying to lead a healthy lifestyle, what you're trying to prevent and what this means for you. Ask them nicely to support your efforts. I don't think getting mad at them goes very far. Give them regular updates on your progress. If you lost 2 pounds last week, tell them, celebrate that with them. You can also set family rules. If you just cannot avoid ice cream that's in your house, just no ice cream in the house. I'm sure that they can get it when they maybe go to their grandmother's house or to a friend's house. You can also invite your family to be active with you. Plan and shop for healthy meals together. And I know it goes over real well when our kids help us cook these healthy meals because they're a lot more excited to eat them then. So imagine that your family is supporting you in your healthy lifestyle. What are they doing? Does anybody have anything that their family is doing to help them?
This isn't family, but I have a friend in Oxford. Went to school with her, and with the sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm on the bike as we're doing this, but that was my motivation to get on here. Okay, but with the Apple Watch, like it can challenge you, so it'll do like a 7-day challenge, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll like vibrate, and it tells you how far or how much she's doing in a day. So it kind of challenges you to do better or kind of holds you accountable for doing something, getting active, standing for more than 8 hours, just stuff like that. So that's helped me in the past few months.
That's
From the
great because
chat,
if you're anything like me, I'm competitive.
from the chat, we have that Dr. Rayford and his family, they exercise together and they cook new healthy recipes together and try them, test them out.
Great. So here are some things that I had. Being active with you. It sounds like you're doing buying and cooking healthy items for you, eating healthy items and offering them to you. Maybe praising healthy items that you buy and cook, encouraging you to stick to your healthy lifestyle, inviting you to do active things, praising you for doing those active things, and telling you that you're making progress. And don't be afraid to tell your support system that you need these things from them. It's called support for a reason. So, what are some groups, classes, and clubs that are available to us to support our healthy lifestyle? Does anybody have a class or that they're involved in?
So I'll speak up. Um, and I'm not endorsing this by any means, but the Peloton app, I don't have the Peloton bike, but the app itself has a lot of different exercises, meditation, yoga, cycling, treadmill, things like that. So they're virtual classes you can take, and I have found those really helpful, and they're motivational too.
Okay. Anybody else?
Our wellness center here also, offers a lot of nutrition classes and stuff for very affordable prices, even if you're not a member.
Yes, they do. So
The topic this month is
may not really think about.
flexitarian.
I'm sorry.
I think the topic this month from the nutrition class from our dietitian there is flexitarian. That kind of is a combination of um, plant-based and then flexible back and forth with meat and all. And then from the chat room, Pinterest has a lot of ideas and I guess not, I don't know that it's clubs, but kind of groupings of certain things that if you're interested in, that they have a site for that or a sub-site.
Yes, the wellness center is really good about having those classes. I think one place we don't always think about is work. The clinic I'm in right now, there's two ladies that they're trying to have a healthy lifestyle together, so they're holding each other accountable for their diet. When I was at last, there were two ladies that would go outside and walk 30 minutes on their lunch break. And I thought that was great. So in your community, you could ask your healthcare provider about master classes. Check with your local library, the recreation center, community or centers, health department, or gym. You could also call the American Diabetes Association. And then online, this is big for a lot of people. The Spark People, I had no idea what this was until I looked it up. It's the largest online diet and healthy living community. It's free to join. There are more than 600,000 recipes. And they have interactive challenges. So I think kind of like the what where you interact and challenging each other. They also do challenges there. It's an interesting website if any of you have a chance to check it out. You can also find exercise classes online and social media groups on Facebook. So here's a list of all the nutrition classes at the Wellness Center for this year. It's free if you're a North Mississippi Health Plan member or if you're a Wellness Center member. It's $10 for the public and $5 for anyone over the age of, I believe that you're 60. I can't see it very well. This was last month's, the Preventing Pandemic Things. And then this is this month, the flexitarian that Ms. was talking about. Population Health also offers nutrition counseling. And then there's professional support. So most of us are probably going to hear about our risk from our primary care provider. It's going to encourage us to make this lifestyle change. If you've already been diagnosed with diabetes, you may have an endocrinologist. You can get a lifestyle coach to help you adopt and sustain your healthy habits. A nutritionist or a dietitian can help you with your food or eating concerns. A pharmacist can talk to you about the effects of medications. You may wonder why you need a psychologist or a psychotherapist, but these big lifestyle changes can bring on a lot of thoughts and feelings and some anger. So these professionals can help you with this. Recreational therapists, these can help you manage daily life and involved in community. A social worker might provide counseling and connect you to certain services. Trainers and exercise physiologists tell you how to move your body and be healthy. So lastly, I want to encourage all of you to create a nutrition plan for this week. So set a goal to work on between now and the next session. And the goal should be to lower your risk of diabetes. So write down these 3 actions, and then as you reach each of them, check them off. Does anybody have any questions, comments?
This is Dr. Rayford. Forgive me for huffing and puffing. I'm out running too. Uh, but in terms of support, simply be open. Sometimes people don't know why you're wanting to change, and knowing that you want to prevent diabetes is a reason that people can get behind. Some people themselves are struggling, and they may not support your efforts because they are struggling. And you can be kind and supportive, and then be firm. Not necessarily to disrupt relationships, but um, it's definitely a challenge if you don't have support. And so it's worth the reviewing the handout when you get a chance to look at some of the challenges that can come. And unlike the vignette, many times the people don't get on board. A toddler may not want to eat the foods that are healthy, and so being flexible, and then in the end being kind to yourself, understanding. Last week we talked about the oh well statements, having a healthy oh well statement, and then there's some other supports like Noom, some maybe free things. Noom's not free, but a little expensive, but that may be an option that you can consider.
Okay, anything else? Thank you, Dr. Rayford.
But I think a lot of times just to be able to change your daily routine and lifestyle, just like Dr. Rayford right now, he's running and he's attending the class. The more you can embed these things into your usual activity where it doesn't feel as awkward or pushed to try to get to do something, the better. Walking at work, like you mentioned, those two ladies, they have a accountability partner. They're at work. They do get lunchtime, so it's beautiful outside. Why not walk on the track when you can, or even take your lunch outside? Have your lunch outside at some of the clinics have little picnic tables or different things where you can kind of enjoy nature and then be more inclined to walk. So just maybe the action plan is simplified by being embedded into your regular old everyday life until it's just so routine that it doesn't feel awkward or different or extra.
Okay, great. That's all I have, unless y'all have anything else you add.
I'd love to hear just what something different everybody did this last week that was like, whether they wrote it in an official action plan, but maybe something they even stumbled upon doing of, hey, I will be able to bring my lunch every day because I bought these meal prep little containers and they're real easy to fix and just throw in my backpack and go to school or wherever. Maybe they hadn't had a serious thought plan about it, but they fumbled upon it this week and it worked. Sometimes people can kind of by circumstance just figure out something else. Did anybody come up with anything? I know Angel talked about her plateau and how sometimes when you plateau, if you'll exercise more, uh, increase the activity, that can sometimes get you over that hump, or maybe at that time choose to do some type food diary to see exactly am I eating more than I thought I was? Is there something different about my diet that I haven't appreciated? You may just take a day or two or three and write it all down and go, oh, I'm stacking more. I'm buying those nuts out of the snack machine, which are healthier than my choices before, but maybe I'm eating too many of them. I kind of got into that. I had to back off my nut buying at Kroger because I was going through too many packs too quickly.
Well, today at lunch, I had a rice bowl, but they usually give a lot of rice when you go through the line. So I asked the lady to only give me 1 scoop of rice versus the 3 that she's been given. so I could cut back, even though I'm eating healthy things within that rice bowl. Still, the quantity can be too much, so I made that effort.
I'm really trying to drink more water, which I've been trying to do this whole program. So I bought me a special cup and it keeps my ice really cold, which I like in my water. And so I've actually done really good. I've cut down my sodas to one a day. And I don't drink coffee, so that's my caffeine in the mornings. And I'm just drinking water throughout the rest of the day. And I've cut out the sweet tea. So I did good on mine this week.
Sometimes, just like you mentioned, that special cup, it's having the right device. I know some people have like coffee warmers in their uh, offices. They're trying to maybe cut back on caffeinated coffee and get more decaf, making it half and half, but keeping it warm or at the temperature that they prefer. They're able to tolerate a little better than if something's gotten cool or warm, opposite of what it should be. So having the right equipment makes the difference.
Somebody just
From the
said they
chat,
eat
let me get
salad
over to the
every
chat. So somebody ate a salad every single day at school from the cafeteria. So they're kind of getting into that routine and mode of salad is what's for lunch. And you can make it very different every day by the options you put on it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly the same options every day. But that was good to do a salad every single day. One thing I did this week to try to help those that I work with, we're going to give door prizes next month. It's Employee Health Month, and so all the employees that we work with can play these little games that we've created from the fellowship. One of them's a crossword, one of them's a coloring picture, one of them's a matching type thing. Anyway, it's a game each week. If they complete that, they're registered for a door prize. And all 4 door prizes are something to do with health. So one is on nutrition. So we have them meal prep kits. We have them measuring cups and devices that they can cook with, a cookbook of healthy choices. So that'll be one door prize on one week. And one we bought for physical activity. We went on and bought the stretchy bands and the balance ball and the hand weights and the ankle weights and the little cooling towel that they can use. So somebody will win that one of the weeks in May. And then one was sleep, because I've often heard don't sacrifice sleep for exercise. Even though you're getting your exercise, your sleep is equally as important. So we got, I think it's a silk pillowcase and the music, those sounds that help inspire people to sleep, and bath bombs and things, that soothing smells and soaking for the tub. And then the grand prize is all of it, some of all of it in the biggest basket I could find. But just to inspire coworkers to get involved, come walk with us, eat with us, participate in healthy lifestyle with us. Anybody else? Any comments? Don't forget to send in your weight for each week and your minutes of activity for walking or just any exercise that you do, because we don't make 150 perfectly every week, but the goal is to keep moving forward and adding more minutes as we can. But I'm gonna hush and turn it back over to Kim if there's any final comments. Dr. Rayford, anybody?
I don't know. Y'all sound like you're doing good. So just keep up the good work.
Yeah, good deal. Well, everybody have a good evening. We let you go in time to get that walk in, get some of the minutes, enjoy this beautiful spring evening. And y'all all have a good week, and just come up with something else healthy you can do. Just add one more thing. Okay, y'all have a good week, guys.